I have your next lesson for you dealing with Mexican art and Mexican culture. I'm going to show you guys today how to do tin art. Tin art is very popular, a very popular Mexican art form. They use actual tin and carve designs into it or press designs into it, add color. Since we don't have tin at home, I'm going to show you a quick way to do it using aluminum foil. So you're going to need aluminum foil. You can use a paper plate, or you can use like a food box, a cereal box, cracker box, something like that that's empty, scissors, and then markers. Permanent Sharpie markers do work the best, but if you don't have those, regular markers will probably work. You just don't want to smear it with your hands. And if you don't want to add color, I will give you a tip on how you can just use a pencil or something like that to make a design with it. Okay? So, like I said, you need something to wrap the aluminum foil around. A paper plate would work. I'm just using, it's actually the back of an oatmeal box. That's the good size. I thought that was a good size. You can do whatever size you want. And then a piece of foil. And what you're going to do, I cut my foil a little big. You want to measure it. I'm going to cut mine down actually so there's not so much hanging. I didn't measure very well. Okay, so then you're going to take the foil, fold it over the edge like this. You can tape it on the back if you want to, so it stays a little bit better. Like that. And then this is the side that you're going to work on. So you can do any designs or details that you want. Some ideas are you could do your name and then add patterns behind it, or you could do a picture or a number or anything you want to do. I'm going to do a picture of a sun. Suns were very popular in Mexican art. They used it a lot. So I'm going to do one of those. If you didn't want to add color, what you could do is take a pencil or a pen without the point out. So if it's like a clicky pen, just don't have the pen point out. And you can, I'll try and show you here, just draw like you normally would, and it'll press details into it. You can kind of see right there where I pressed it. So that's one way you can do it if you don't have markers. If you do have markers, then you're just going to start drawing right on top of your foil. If you don't have Sharpies, which I'm not using Sharpies, I'm just using regular markers. If you don't have Sharpies, it's okay. Just let the marker dry a little bit on here, and then it should be okay. So I'm just going to do a sun on mine. Lots of color. If you look up or Google Mexican folk art, a lot of their Mexican folk art they use lots and lots and lots of color. It's incredibly colorful. It's one of the many things I like about it. So you just want to make sure you're adding lots of color, lots of details. You could get some ideas from looking online too, I'm sure, the things that you can add to it. I'm just going to go back in. And then if you wanted to and had a piece of string, you could tape the string to the back and then you could hang this up if you wanted to. So you could also do things around the outside edge, zigzags, you could do polka dots, you could do stripes, whatever details you want to add to your Mexican tin art, you can. Like I said, you want to use lots of color. Some of the colors aren't going to show up real well on the aluminum foil. Darker colors tend to show up the best on here. That's why when I pick this up, you'll be able to see, yeah, the purple and the orange and stuff the best. So I won't finish mine, but that gives you an idea of something to do. So that is one quick, easy way to make some Mexican tin art. If you do any, post a picture and I will use it in our virtual art show. Okay, have fun, guys.